Alright, well, we're gonna start it anyway because we are gonna start it anyway. I do not know if anyone is actually watching, because all of the things that tell me if people are watching are apparently confused, bewildered, lost. But that's okay. We're gonna do this anyway. Why? Because we have no better answer, really, honestly. Hi, folks. It's me. It's the Troubadork Show. Once again, coming to you from the room known as Away, in the house known as Ororoki, in an unspecified location in San Antonio, Texas, where it is snowing again. Still. Yet more. Theoretically, this snow will stop at some point. And then it will be thawing. Hopefully, over the weekend. I think we've established that this lovely state is not prepared for snow. I think we've all had that demonstrated to us far too well over the last week or so. Personally, we've gotten off pretty lucky, I think. Pretty well. So, while we're doing this, I'm going to tell you that we're going to have a minor program change and that I'm going to throw another song onto this show because I was lamenting the fact that I was not having much luck creating anything. I was hitting a creativity roadblock, and it occurred to me that the reason for that is because we have all this going on. All this going on is pretty awful right now. It's we have pandemics and various and sundry other things, and I'm also seeing the technology is beginning to take a bit of a dump. Oh, we'll get there. It'll catch up eventually. I'm almost certain of it. I'm going to close a couple things and pray that this helps to tidy up mayhem just a tad. Yeah. There we are. Alright, so while I'm here, I'll just turn off some of the programs, because you never go too far wrong with turning off things if you're having technological issues. You're supposed to be turned off already. You're supposed to be turned off already. Good grief. All these things get shut down. And suddenly it gets better. Sort of. Oh, well. A couple more things here, just so that we can say we have done our utmost. And then we can say, well, we're just going to go on anyway. I think we're going to go on anyway. Let's go anyway. There may be some visual technological wahas. We don't know. We'll find out. I do know that we are, in fact, on, and I have at least one person watching now, and that's always lovely. So I'm going to play the song that I wrote literally about an hour ago. Because I was lamenting the fact that I was not having much luck writing anything. And of course, when that happens, the best therapy for it is to pick up an implement and just start going. I cannot brain a word bad. I cannot brain my feel sad. I cannot brain the word stick. They bundle in my face, come out too thick. I cannot brain, no, can't even rhyme at this point. I cannot brain, word bad, song weird, out of joint. I cannot brain a word bad. I cannot think, my heart sad. I cannot brain the word wrong, the chord bad, screw up song, not real glad. I cannot brain my word bad. I cannot brain my feel sad. I cannot brain my heart sick. Words in head come out too thick. Be brain good real once. I feel good about that song. I think that has a lot of potential and weirdness in it, and I'm very happy about that. And the technology is caught up. I can actually watch my mouth moving and know that it's actually synchronizing up with the words. Which is good. Which is good. Now that we've done that little palette cleanser, let us move on to the actual official first song, which is something that I wrote 2 weeks ago, I think? Yeah. I think that's about right. And it is a kind of a gothy song, I think. I had someone liken it to Tom Waits. I actually likened it to Tom Waits and somebody else. I can't remember who now. I'm sure it'll crop up again. But it's called I'm Searching for My Arch-Nemesis. And we break out the baritone for this one. The nice thing about this is the B chord on this is actually... There it is. That was A flat. That was A sharp, rather. That's B. Is actually what would normally be the E chord, or one variation of the E chord. So when I can get this going, it kind of goes like this. Searching for my arch-nemesis. Okay. I had a moment where I just completely boat-anchored myself. Let's try that again. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. Don't want another soulmate, it's just too much fuss. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. Forever will begin with just the two of us, and through the ages we'll fight forever. No matter what, we will be together. And as I love, I don't really know what is. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. The soulmate's too much trouble, I'll just take a miss. I'm searching for my arch-nemesis. All mutual loathing brings mutual bliss. They always say that love is a battlefield. Let's skip the love and get right to what is real. You thwart my plans, I don't thwart your plans back too. for my Arch-Nemesis. We'll be joined together in adversarial bliss. I'm searching for my Arch-Nemesis. Our destinies are linked, always comes down to this. And whether I have the high ground or low ground, I always want that person to be around. My maker in the seas of uncertainty. I know that you are out there somewhere, floating high above the clouds or in an underground lair. I know that you are out there somewhere. Our rivalry will flourish beyond all compare, and through the ages our fights will be told in song. Never ending, they'll just go on and on. Loathing is love if you hold it long enough. The fun song. I am discovering something. Long sleeves are detrimental to playing this instrument in the manner in which I had become accustomed, because fabric against varnished wood causes us to slowly squirt out from between my arms like a watermelon seed. Hopefully that was not detrimental to the quality of the song. It was definitely not detrimental to the quality of the performance, because as we know, I am not very good at this. So, yeah, it is, okay, the snow is falling a little bit lighter now. I'm going to pull up my sleeves. I should have done that earlier, of course. So I guess this will count as our technological fibble mess-up. Speaking of songs and technology, I'm hoping, and I was checking, I should have had the audio mixer shown, because I'm trying to make sure that I can actually play soft songs as well as loud songs. As I'm performing, I go into performance mode, which is like me, but louder. And those of you who know me in person know that's a bit much sometimes. So I'm trying to do things where I can actually, like, be somewhat low-key. Yes, we're going to do that song. Song inspired by my friend Lucky, who has told me on more than one occasion that if they encounter a jumping spider, and they do, because I work a lot of Renaissance festivals and I do a lot of kitchen stuff. The magic melon. I like that. They named that spider Fernando. And I thought that's a great name for a song. Now I need to learn how to play flamenco chords so I can write one. Here we go. 8 little eyes and 8 little legs and one heart big as a tree. This tiny valiant jumping spider is a boon companion to me. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He doesn't want to make you cry, to scream, shout, or to bellow. When he hops up and lands on your shirt, he just wants to say hello. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He is just just looking for an amigo. He don't want to make you cry. But when he leaps up and says, hi there, you might just scream really high. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. Hey, Bradley! Fernando. Ole! Ole! Read that wrong. Ole! That's where we're going. Another palette cleanser. We are just going to bounce around palette cleansers all through this show. Those of you who are watching this on replay, everything that's happening here is happening live, and any screw-ups that occur because let's be honest about this, I am not very good at this. I have only been practicing this as an actual performance thing since a year ago. A year ago last October, I think, because I discovered I was going to be performing at Steampunk November, and then I did, and I said, ooh, it feels really good to do this, and it's less stressful than doing the magic show. And then the pandemic happened. It's like, I can't do a magic show online. Let's not even try. Let's do the music instead. So the next one I am going to do is another one of these cathartic songs. As we have cathartic songs all through this, you'll notice there was a little catharsis in cannot brain. There was catharsis in Arch-Nemesis. There was catharsis in Fernando. And of course, the next song, which will allow me to bring back this unit again. I'm going to do this without hold it in place in my arm now. There are moments when I seriously wonder about putting on a guitar strap. I'm entirely open to putting on a guitar strap because that will actually keep this up while I bash the heck out of it. So I'm going to get up and move over here where you can't see. I am now no longer in shot. Don't worry, I'll be back in a minute. You just have to wait for me to come back all the way around here, bypassing all the things I'm just tripping over and knocking off, and getting this thing out. This thing is a guitar strap. Yes. If you passed me, stored all the guitar straps over there. They're actually hanging off of a thing from the ceiling. I can then find them and then attempt to install them. That's right, live guitar strap installation live on stage in San Antonio, Texas. This is the kind of value add you get with the Troubadork show. Because warm thermal fleece and ukuleles do not work well from a frictional hold the thing up point of view. So let me see if I can get this on. Oh, arm goes around there. There, look at that. It's almost like I meant it. Yeah. Yeah. The strap says the strap means quality. That's right, Troubadork, where the K stands for quality. Yeah. So this next song is sung in the traditional mode of drunk and resentful. Get this the right place here. One more thing here. Alright. This will be weird, but I'll do it. There we go. My life was a shambles, I wished I were dead. I decided to live with the fairies instead, so I found me a circle of space I had known. When I played my case of fairies I found, my dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fair away from me. the field, left cakes and honey, and hoped it would yield a chance to leave my world and live with the fae. Cakes, honey, and berries were all gone next day. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fair and away from me. Why? Well, the queen of the fairies, she heard my lament. In a big cloud of glitter, she popped up and went. We've heard your petition, but have to say nay. Stop playing to get us to haul you away. My dreams of adventure had all gone away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fair and away from me. Yeah, I know we've been watching, you're known far and wide. I said that's a bit on the suckerish side. You can't live here forever, you can visit, you see. Just remember the caterers BYOB. My dreams of adventure had all gone away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fair and away from me. I asked why I could not flee into the fae. She said, for ya, boy, oh, ya can't go that way. Said, you are a rare one, but we'll tell you true. A mortal life's complex enough without you. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fair and away from me. Once more, Dragon Resentful. My dreams of adventure had all blown away. The problem was quite plain to see. Oh, I couldn't run away with the fair and away, the fair and away, the fair and away from me. I feel better. Hopefully you feel better too. Those of you who are still watching, every once in a while I feel like anybody alive, sound off. I know you're out there. I can hear you pondering. What could possibly motivate a man to write a song like that? Fernando, only in a lower key. Anyway. And the last one we're going to do today is an appropriate one. It is a banger. It is a banger that comes out on this. I think we were going to try calling this Ducky. I'm a little worried that Tom Bedlam's suggestion here of the Magic Melon might overtake it. We'll see. We're still in the process of naming that. Every instrument winds up getting named because it's shorter than saying what it is. Like Payback is the cigar box guitar ukulele. It says Payback on the back because that was the name of the company that made the cigars. The Otter is the brown waterproof one. The Platypus is the glowing in the dark white one. This one, we don't have a name yet. We're getting it. We're going to get one. But what we're going to do now is we are going to end this out with what I like to call a good solid rocker. Not only is it a good solid rocker, it is in fact a good solid rocker that has been deemed, and may very well be, for all I know, surf punk. I don't know a lot about surf punk because I am not very smart about it. On the other hand, where did it even go? There you are. I had to find it. Yes, there we are. It is KAIJU Coffee. Inspired by this here comic strip, as a matter of fact. This here comic strip, point the other way. This here comic strip from Cat's Cafe, which you can find on the Everything. I really like it because it's it's a rocker. It moves on its own. It's got its own momentum. I like it a lot. And it's a good way to wrap up this week. It's still snowing out there. Try to build up our energy. KAIJU Coffee, rising up from the deep. KAIJU Kaiju coffee helps them not fall asleep from the depths of the sea to the city downtown. Kaiju gotta get up and start roaming around, but that decades-long slumber is real hard to shake off. What they need is a gallon of that bubbly black stuff. Kaiju coffee rising up from the deep. Kaiju coffee helps them not fall asleep. Just because you're a giant don't mean that you don't have needs. Sometimes some liquid ambition helps you perform great deeds. You gotta level a city first thing in the AM. You need a tanker-sized latte to get you going again. Kaiju, Kerchunka, Kaiju coffee rising up from the deep. Kaiju, Kerchunka, Kaiju coffee helps them not fall asleep. Giant robots need fuel, and man, a kaiju does too. You gotta have a big dough from 10 gallons of brew. Kaiju cannot breathe fire if their stove is not lit. Chuck down a macchiato, and that flame will not quit. Kaiju coffee rising up from the deep. Kaiju coffee helps them not fall asleep. Kaiju blackout pyro, all that other good stuff. If I had special effects, I would be pushing that button for the special effects right now, but we don't have that button, so we're just gonna pretend that we're all very excited to have made it here to the end of another week, 4 days, Troubadork shows. So yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with me. This has been I have done many shows, and this is one of them. As a matter of fact, this show is, you know what? I got the show number wrong. I did. I thought it was show 189, and it is not. It's in fact 190. This is the 190th of these shows that I have done since about a year ago, March. This coming March, I should say. And that means that we are, in fact, 10 shows away, just 10, from show number 200. When I started doing this nonsense, I did not think it would go on for as long as it has gone. I was uncertain that enough people would have any interest at all in what I do. But y'all do. Some of y'all are so interested. I know, right? Some of y'all are so interested that you actually have done things to support me in various and sundry ways, like pointing me out to your friends online and stuff like that. And I really appreciate that, because honestly, this is not a business model. This is a way to keep sane in a lot of ways, and hopefully it helps you all to keep sane too. Those of you who have access to enough electricity and technology to be able to see it. I would happily come out to where you are and play shows, but we're in the middle of a pandemic and a blizzard, apparently. And as such, not entirely happy with letting me out the door. But that's all right. We will get there when we get there. Let's talk about the things, and that's, of course, the tip jar. PayPal.me/TheAdequate, and Venmo @TheAdequate over here. And I want to thank Eric, Robert, Rick, Emily, and Miranda for throwing some bucks in the bucket for that, and also the folks who have decided to support adequacy in our lifetime via my Patreon, patreon.com/TheAdequate, Jen, Joe, Alexi, Austin, Chris, Teppo, Shay, Linda, and Stephen, Rob, Alicia, Relly, BK, Richard, Brian, and Lorene. Any money that comes in through any of this stuff goes back into keeping this running. That currently includes the Restream.io account, the website, theadequate.com, which you'll find over here. See? Ha! And the things that I use to keep this show going and to improve it as such. You can find me at theadequate.com. I am at theadequate on Twitter, at theadequate on Facebook, at theadequate on Instagram. I am at Tobias the Adequate on TikTok and Tumblr, soundcloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre. THUD Bucket can be found anywhere with the word music in its name. That is a comedic death metal band. That's right, death metal you can laugh at. And we are out there doing that stuff as well. And you can find me here Monday through Thursday, most weeks. I've been doing okay. I mean, we've been in some form of survival mode since the lockdown. And by we, I mean like us in general. I'm pretty fortunate. That's why I'm able to do this and maintain some semblance of my sunny disposition. And as such, I think we do need these sort of things to kind of give ourselves a chance to relax and enjoy ourselves and get outside of our own heads. When we are able to congregate in larger groups, we will do so. I am going to be pitching to the virtual convention, which will be known as Texas Furry Fiesta, and that'll happen at the end of March. I got to fill out some forms and send it in, and we'll see if anything comes of that. If you happen to know of any virtual conventions or other virtual events that might benefit from having a little adequacy, let me know, because I'm clearly not going anywhere. That's enough out of me, at least for this time. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Be careful out there. Be safe. Keep warm. Be kind. It's strange out there, but we can get through it. Like I said, absurdists often find the truth, and incrementalists can change the world just slowly. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. I will see you next time. Arrivederci. See ya.